Alright, let's start with the basics. Let's do a short underspin serve. So, for long pips, let's say we serve a backspin. Whether it's our underspin serve or push, they'll use a scrape or a lift. They're actually quite similar. Take a look. Doesn't it feel very aggressive? Very floaty? When you receive this ball, do you often find it going into the net or popping it up high? Is that your experience? This scraped ball, if you push, it pops up. You drive, it goes into the net. Right, that feeling. Yes, floaty and heavy. That's Coach Han's signature technique. Yes, someone in chat got it right. This is the long pips attacking shot. We call it the scrape. Penhold also uses the scrape. There's also the lift. One is lift, one is scrape. They're very similar. It floats because the pips are long, very floaty, very heavy, but it's actually no spin. Everyone understand, the scraped ball has no spin. Let me demonstrate. I'll show you how to counter this ball. Are you afraid of the scrape? I'll show you how to beat it. Watch closely. Coach Han is scraping to me. Watch my position. Scrape to my backhand. The key is you can't just touch it. See, one touch. Into the net. Watch me push it. It pops up. Now, watch my forehand. He scrapes to my wide forehand. One touch. Into the net. Let me explain the principle. It's a sinking, no spin ball. Simply put, a sinking, long, no spin ball. So how do you handle a no spin ball? When your push pops up, here's the key. Don't hit the ball too close to your body. Don't play it close to your body. What does that mean? When I drive, don't push right against my stomach. When I hit, don't play it tight to my torso. That's the basic idea. Because his scrape is long and fast, we often end up playing it parallel to our body. Here's a trick. Let's see if this makes sense. Chan, scrape to my backhand. Watch me play it close, into the net. Now watch me. I take half a step back and play forward. Another one. With more space, it's easier. Because it's no spin, give yourself a bit of space. Same for forehand. See, I play it parallel, his scrape is fast and heavy. Parallel contact, into the net. So what should we do? First, hit it on the early descent. If it drops too low, you lose your threat. Hit the early descent, create space, then step in and play forward. Don't play parallel. See, I create space and play forward. Watch my forehand. I'm not using much force. Is the quality poor? This is how you neutralize the scrape. Never hit the ball too close. Basically, when you counter it when you transition, don't be too close to the ball. Give it some space. Let the ball sink, then play it. Then it's easy. When he scrapes at you, don't get too close. Don't let the ball jam you. First, learn to make a safe return. Don't play it close. Again. This applies to regular long tip pushes too. That's the first principle. Then, the second point and third point, I'll show you how to adjust and add pressure. I create a little space. Step in. Wow, so fast. Just create a little space. You can't just push this ball. His scrape is a floaty, fast, no spin. You push, it pops up. What's the second principle? First, don't hit close to the body. Second, we first learn to make a safe shot. If you're using long pips and you don't step around, watch how I handle it. If I give you this ball, what do you do? If you don't step around, you just block or hit it. No, I gave a long ball. You can chop or block it. Let me play a few rallies with Coach Han. Scrape to me, I'll make a safe return. Again, you scrape, I return safely. You have no options, right? It's awkward for him. Let me give you a principle. A key phrase: first, don't hit close. Second, use a back to forward motion. Roll it over. Back to front, racket face vertical, front impact, back to front. Why roll it over? You see my action here. Rolling it means adding a little brush. Why not just hit through it? Hitting gives no arc, because the ball is floaty. So I create space and use a back to front motion. You'll see better from this angle. Watch the ball I roll over. Back to front, rolled over. Second characteristic, it jumps up like a topspin loop. So, when the long pips player sees this kind of safe ball, he has no answer. You give a long, rolled ball a high arc ball with some spin, he can't attack it easily. This ball is just touched. Chen, you can punch it. My ball here has no lift. You can punch it easily. Long pips can punch that. Right, he can punch it. Now, watch this, the rolled ball I mentioned. It's difficult, right? Very difficult. Because the ball floats, it's hard to get a clean hit. Hard to generate power, right? So in a match, to be safe, you either block it short or you chop it. You chop it, right? If he can't chop, he'll just block it short. I just roll the ball over to him. This is the safe transition shot. First, understand long pip characteristics. Know what response your transition will get. Be clear on this. You can block short or chop. See, I give a rolled ball. He has no answer. Again, back to front, roll it over. That's the transition. I make safe returns, wait for his error, then I attack. Let me demonstrate from the front. So, when playing against long pips, what's the first thing to learn? Understand the spin from long pips. Second, you must be patient. Patient means making safe shots. I can rally with you. Third, add an attack. Then it becomes easy. Watch my positioning. Back to front, roll it over. Watch. This ball has friction. Back to front, don't be afraid. You must make solid contact. Add a little brush for control. Don't brush too thinly. Too thin, and it's weak. Watch. Don't brush thin. See, thin contact is weak. You must wrap around the ball. Back to front, slow motion. He can't handle this kind of ball. Now, when I roll it with a bit more speed and focus. Again. See, he scrapes, I create space. He can only block or chop this. Right, once I have this foundation, what's the next step? Especially against one-sided long pips, I was just rolling. Now, gradually increase speed, as I get used to the spin through practice. Rolling it, you can also spin it, but for spinning, take the ball higher. Back to front is safer, don't spin too fast yet. Same for forehand. Let me show some forehand examples. When we face long pips, the scraped ball is threatening. If you touch it, you'll just get weaker and weaker. Touch it again and it gets weak. We need to find the feeling for the arc, frontal impact, plus a little abduction and internal rotation. You roll the ball over, you're not pulling it. Water, there's water. Look, everyone. Head-on impact, control it, again. Scrape it, control it. You don't need to go down. You don't need that. Just angle the paddle face more vertically and control the ball to play a safe shot. Then, at this point, add some variation in placement. A safe shot, again. Now, if he's a one-sided long pips player, you only have the weak point now. He drops it short, and an opportunity ball appears. Then you can learn to put some power into it. It's easier to attack then. When we play against long pips, the first thing to learn is the safe transition shot. We want to roll the ball over. It's one that's scraped, one that's heavy. So after I scrape it, after I hit it over, it comes back as pure backspin. Just pure backspin. I'll hit it over. It comes back as pure backspin. Then it's easy to push. Come on, after the hit, counter the spin, push it. Again. Everyone must grasp my keywords. It's about the backswing path. Rolling it over involves friction. Don't think you have to loop or flick it. You can do anything. After you roll it, flick if you want, smash if you want, and you'll get the point. This is the basic skill of playing against long pips. When pushing, this time we need the paddle tilted back a bit more. Don't push like this. Don't push like against inverted rubber. That will make it go into the net. Angle the blade more open. Here, a safe one. Angle it more open, then push. The ball he scrapes, if you return it with friction, he can only return heavy backspin to you. Because the ball you played with friction has a back-arching acceleration, it's irregular. His long pips are long. The contact makes it arch. When he tries to attack, it's not that he can't, but the risk is higher. For the average amateur long pips player, so we should confidently play safe shots. And another thing, when I play a safe shot, I try to recover to ready position. After the safe shot, recover, I need to protect the whole table without losing position. You want to play me all over the table, let's see a few rallies. Recover, back to center. Back to center. Again, you scrape me, I just give you a supported shot back, recover. Again, go, this way, he has no answer for your safe shots. After many of these, he will eventually give you an opportunity ball. Through your placement, the opportunity ball appears. Anxiety against long pips is high. It easily causes a lack of support after exerting force, which easily leads to the ball going into the net. So be confident and just return it. Because the pips are long, it's mainly about using the opponent's power. This part is about safe rallies. Now, next, I'll tell you the second technique. After you master the transition game, when you play a long pips player, he always relies on your mistakes. To put it bluntly, his main way of scoring is through your unforced errors. His contact point is always in front of his body, using your power, and then adding quality. For example, at the rise, scrape, or at the rise, chop. So he mostly profits from your mistakes, right? So, once we can play safe, we also need an attacking shot to create more threat against him. This forces him to add pace when he chops, leading to errors and opportunity balls for you. Now, when we attack, you can choose to attack topspin, or you can choose to attack backspin. First, let's watch Coach Han chop a few, and I'll loop a few. Nice. Let me try again. The lower you chop, the higher it pops up. With long pips, the more power you give him, the more he can generate a synergistic force. Also, the more spin you give him, the more he can generate that force. The ball becomes spinnier. For example, Chen, chop 1. I'll loop a heavy topspin, and he puts energy into his chop. This ball is deadly heavy. Look, everyone. I loop a heavy one. He puts force into it. The ball is deadly heavy. For example, the more force he borrows, combined with his own added force, the heavier and more deceptive the ball becomes. Understand, conversely, if I give him this ball with very weak spin, and he can't sink with it, the ball comes back almost dead. Chop another one. This ball has no spin. He can borrow force. I add power and spin. Does everyone get the concept? Meaning, the more rotational force I generate, the more force he can sink with, the heavier the ball becomes. Similarly, when I give him a safe shot with weak spin, this ball has no spin. He can't sink, can't borrow power, so it's not very spinning. I'm not sure if everyone understands this. Do you all understand this? I'll serve backspin, watch. When Coach Han scrapes it, it comes back topspin, right? Now, if I serve a no-spin ball, he can't borrow much force. I serve a backspin, it spins downwards. When it spins down, he can generate a synergistic force. But if I serve a light, no-spin ball, what spin comes back? Topspin or backspin? Backspin, then you weren't listening just now. A no-spin ball, scraped, comes back topspin. He borrowed the topspin force, right? Look. Backspin, right, he borrowed the arching force of the topspin. A backspin ball, he borrowed the dropping force. But if I play a flat, no-spin ball, I don't let him borrow force. He doesn't borrow force. Does this ball come back topspin or backspin? If I serve a no-spin, does it come back topspin or backspin? It comes back dead, no spin. Summarize the lesson more, okay? You must first understand, the more force he receives, the stronger the opposite spin he returns. I give him a strong topspin force. The stronger the topspin, the stronger the backspin he returns. The stronger the backspin force I give him, the more force he sinks with, the stronger the topspin he returns. Understand, if you don't let him borrow force, the whole ball's spin tends to be dead. Watch, I won't let him borrow force. Chop 1. This ball has no spin. Let him borrow force. Topspin. This ball is deadly heavy backspin. So, this is what you get only after understanding the forces on long pips. This is key. These are all deadly heavy because I looped heavy. Every ball he chops back is deadly heavy. So heavy, really heavy. Is it the same for inverted rubber? No, this is specific to long pips. That's how long pips work.